Boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. NASCAR in review Daytona week. Wow, 3 amazing races this weekend at Daytona. We had the Next Era Energy Resource 250 for the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. We had the Power Shores QQQ 300 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and of course we had the Daytona 500 for the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. In these weekly videos, the weekly recaps, I'm going to run down the top 5 of each race, top 5 in points currently, and kind of anything that I thought of the race or whatever. Well, for the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series Next Era Energy Resources 250, the first stage winner was Johnny Sauter. The second stage winner was also Johnny Sauter. Unfortunately, Johnny Sauter got caught up in a late race accident, and the win went to the number 33 rookie, Kaz Garla, who became the youngest, not only the youngest pole winner when he won the pole for the Truck Series in NASCAR, the top 3 series history, the youngest winner in NASCAR history. So congratulations to that rookie. Number 2 in the 22 truck was Austin Wayne Self. Number 3 in the 29 truck was Chase Briscoe. Number 4 in the number 8 truck was John Hunter Nemechek. And the number 5, Joe Nemechek in the number 87. When a 20-year-old, I think it's 18 or 20, I can't remember, all these guys are so young in the Truck Series. So congratulations to that rookie. Points come out to be Kaz Garla, whatever I pronounce that. Leading the points, Johnny Sauter with his 2 stage victories. Second in points. Third is Chase Briscoe. 4th, Ben Rhodes. And 5th, Joe Nemechek. As we know this year, points are done for each stage. The winner of a stage gets 10 points, regular season points, and 1 bonus point for the postseason. So there's 10, 9, 8, all down to number 1, so 10th spot gets 1 point. For the NASCAR Xfinity Series, Power Shores Triple Q 300, Stage 1 winner, Elliott Sadler, in the number 1 car for Junior Motorsports. The Stage 2 winner, also Elliott Sadler. And just like with Johnny Sauter in the Truck Series, Elliott Sadler got caught up in a late race accident, taking him out. NASCAR does now have a 5-minute rule, and once you're involved in an accident, you have 5 minutes to repair the car on pit road. If the car goes behind the wall or you can't repair it in 5 minutes and get up to minimum speed, which is 2/3 of what the speed of the race is, you're parked. I like it, but I also dislike it. I'll get into that in a minute. So Elliott Sadler winning both stages, and the winner of the Power Shores Triple Q 300 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, number 16 Ryan Reed, driving for Jack Rouse Racing. He had a pretty fast hot rod. He was able to hold off 3 Monster Energy Cup Series regulars, Casey Kane, Austin Dillon, and Brian Keselowski, in order for this victory. He looked just like a veteran he's won here before, but just the way he was going high, low, blocking, he gave these Cup guys a run for the money, and it was really nice to see in the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series, seeing regulars for those series win races and not the Cup guys coming down and winning. So I really like that. And then Brendan Gaughan finished in 5th. So points breakdown, Ryan Reed, Brendan Gaughan, Elliott Sadler with his 2 stage victories, sitting on 3rd in points. So it wasn't a horrible day for him. Scott Legacy Jr. 4th, Mike Tiff 5th, and Dakota Armstrong tied with 5th. So segment racing, stage racing, whatever you want to call it here in NASCAR this year, I wasn't sure about it. I'd call myself an old school NASCAR fan. I like the way things were. I like before the chase. I was never a big fan of the chase. I'm not a big fan of the knockout chase, the playoffs this year, redoing the points. I'm an old school fan. I like to know, And I like the fact that, Richard Petty was a 7-time champion. Richard won his last championship in 1979. Dale Earnhardt won his first in 1980. Dale won his last in 94. Jeff Gordon won his first in 95. If it wasn't for the chase format, if we had the old format, Jeff Gordon would be a 7-time champion. So you would have your 7-time champions, boom, next year, boom, next year, boom. But we don't have that. We have the chase. We have Jimmy Johnson, 7-time champion, which I am fine with. I have no issue with another 7-time champion. We have everything that we have now. This is the first year that I've really cut. Okay, you know what? I understand the playoffs. I understood the chase. I like this. I like the change this year. It don't have to grow on me. The segment racing was pretty awesome. Because right at the end of that segment, you had racing. You had guys jacking position in the truck race, and in the truck race, you had people taking people. Christopher Bell got taken out at the end of a segment. Was it because of the bonus points? I don't know, but same way with the nationwide race, you had an accident right before the cutoff. You had people involved in the 10 position and getting points spun out. So it kind of, I don't want to say make it hurt, but kind of made that, lap 60 of the Daytona 500 mean something. Lap 120 of the 500 means something. You didn't really get, you had the, long green flags where you're playing follow the leader, but you had something where, there's a reason to pull out at that point. So I think that NASCAR did its job with that. I like it so far. As for the Daytona 500, Stage 1 winner, Kyle Busch, caught up in an accident. Stage 2 winner, Kevin Harvick, caught up in an accident later. And then the winner of the 59th annual Daytona 500, driving for Tony Stewart-Haas Racing, we had Kurt Busch. Did not like it. Chase Elliott running out of gas, I believe, with 3 laps to go. Kyle Larson running out of gas with 3 laps to go. I'm not just saying that because it was my 2 picks, which they were. But just these young kids, you had the crash fest, the yellow flags, the red flag, the segments, and then it turned into a fuel mileage race. So, you win some, you lose some. Veteran Kurt Busch getting a victory here. The Haas Automation, Monster Energy, Ford Fusion this year for Stewart-Haas switching to Fords. We knew Fords and Toyotas were strong going into the speed weeks. We had a Ford in second in Ryan Blaney. We had A.J. Allmendinger in third, driving a Ford. We had Ford in fourth, and Eric Almirola in the 43 car. I was the only one that seen the 43 and the 21 that were in the top 5. Was really hoping they would battle for the win. Take it back old school, the 43 to Richard Petty and the 21 to David Pearson. And then finishing 5th in the Chevrolet, Paul Menard. Points come out, Kurt Busch, Ryan Blaney, Joe Logano. Because of his runs in the segment, still at the top 10. Finished sitting 3rd in points. Kevin Harvick, the big winner because of the segments. Finished 22nd, but he's sitting 4th in points, 14 points out. That kind of reason, that, and then Elliott Sadler, and then Johnny Sauter. Those are the reasons I like the segment racing. Because you could have a dominant car like Sauter and Elliott Sadler had, get taken out in a race accident, and still not get killed in points. So I think the points battle in all 3 series this year is going to be phenomenal. Running out the top 5 is currently A.J. Allmendinger. So that will wrap up the weekend review of NASCAR. Stay tuned to Robert Sports Show for the Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500 preview and for the WWE Fastlane preview. And then next week we begin on Robert Sports Show the Road to WrestleMania, which will be kind of coinciding with the March Madness stuff. So a lot of videos in March coming to Harvard Sports Show. And I want to say one thing. Week 1 in NASCAR, thumbs up for me. So that's all I got to say about that. So, well, thanks for watching the Harvard Sports Show, and don't just have a great night. Have a spiffy night. Harvard Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.